What's going on, guys? This is Special Sleepback and Steadfast Courage, and today I'm going to go over another subject that's completely something I've been wanting to talk about for a while. The NGS, the Next Generation Squad Weapon for the U.S. military.
Its value as we go forward. This was a wholesale change of ammunition, a rifle, and a belt-fed gun.
I have to admit, this weapon has been on the watch list for a long time. There's a lot of skeptics about it, saying that it's gonna suck, it's too heavy, the round is too big, 6.8 by 51 is just too heavy for us to handle, it's gonna cause a lot of problems. I'm gonna go over the pros and cons of this weapon and what I think about it. I have somewhat of a credibility for being ex-infantry in the military, because I know about some of that stuff, carrying heavy stuff, body armor that weighs like 35 pounds. Everything's so heavy. You gotta carry your water, your body armor, your weapon, ammo, Kevlar, all that jazz with you. And that's just like just walking out of the gate too. That doesn't count actually moving and shooting, scooting with this weapon system. So the M4 and the M16 been around for a long time, and the US Army is in love with that weapon. I'll be honest, I love the M16 and I love the M4. I've always had a fascination with these weapons because I carried the M16 for a while. It was light, it is very accurate, and it's very trustworthy and just solid weapon, even though it's super light. The M4, it's kind of heavy because you got the Picatinny rail on it, but that's why you go stronger. But the shorter barrel on the M4 means that you got less distance, less muzzle velocity, less everything that the M16 has. But maneuvering in close quarters is a lot easier for CQC with the M4 than the M16. That's just what I've learned. But either way, you could clear houses with the M16. Come on, figure it out. I've done it. I've learned how to clear houses with the 249 with the long barrel instead of short barrel. Short barrel just shoots bullets all over the place, just inaccurate. I didn't like the short barrel. I'm more of the long barrel. Sometimes you gotta learn how to maneuver longer barrels in close quarters, figure it out. Someone teach you, get some good proper training to learn how to maneuver your weapon within close quarters. Come on, just some of these things just requires better leadership. That's all it does. Or just someone who thinks outside the box, figure things out. That's pretty much what I think about longer barrels and in general within close quarters. There's ways to move around. So 6 won the contract for the NGSW, which is the next generation weapon. There was 3 contenders in the NGSW for the military in general. Textron, which was very interesting. Very interesting. I really like how that one looked, but it looked kind of weird, I'll be honest. But if you watch the video about the Textron bid, they disassemble this weapon down to they field strip this weapon down to its skin and bones, and it's not that bad. It's actually a pretty cool weapon. I thought that was a pretty good bid, but the difference was that the ammo was tested unproven. It had like plastic casing, which is I don't know about that. It's one of those things where you gotta go, maybe. And the General Dynamics was the bullpup design. Man, that bullpup design looks hot. I would really like that design, to be honest. So a normal loadout kit for an M4 or 5.56 for 180 rounds is about 6 magazines. It's a total of about 6.5 pounds, which is pretty light compared to the loadout of the 6.8 by 51, which is 9 magazines, 20 rounds, which is about 13.5 pounds. That's a lot. That's twice of the 5.56 of the same loadout. It's ridiculously heavy when it comes down to it. The same loadout, but of course we could always go with 30 round magazines. Look, right here, 30 round magazine. It's just a little longer, a little wider. See, look, a little wider, and it's practically a little longer. See, look at that. So there's little things you can fix like that. And of course, new magazine pouches. Of course, that's something that we gotta do for that weapon. Pretty much, it's a field day. We're going to do whole new loadout kit, whole new design for everything. This is be expensive, fix and build for everything. Everything's gonna be catered to this thing. The ammo, the weapon system in general. Pretty much, this is interesting. All right, it's expensive. Taxpayer money going to this thing. I wouldn't mind getting my hands on it. I wouldn't mind doing this. I would love to get this whole setup, you know. But of course, 13.5 pounds. There's a lot of people, skeptics, saying that it's gonna get soldiers killed because it's too heavy, too much weight. Of course, the body armor is heavy as balls. I don't know if you guys ever had the body armor that the Army's issued. It's not super light like some of the civilian model body armor, like the one I have. That thing's light as hell. It's like 6 pounds for 2 plates, front and back. 6 pounds. That's light as piss, man. That's light as hell right there. But we got the ceramic plates, which is like, it's like 15 pounds for one side. And of course, we got the side plates, which is heavy. It's probably like 6 pounds a piece. All adds up. All right, it's not gonna be fun. Ounces equals pounds. Pounds equals pain. Anyone who knows this knows this. It's infantry. It's not fun. It's miserable. Moving hurts. That's how you get back pain all the time. That's how you get knee pains. You get all these pains. Of course, when you're young, it's not so problematic. But as soon as you get older, like for me, for example, I used to carry the saw easy. You know, 1,600 rounds. I don't care. Put that on my saw pack. Hell yeah. Carry 200 round belt on here. Like, hell yeah. Check it out. You know, didn't bother me a bit. In fact, I thought it was hot. It was awesome. But as soon as I hit up in them years, it starts to hurt. Okay, my knees hurt, back hurts. Everything is in pain right now. But that's just my experience with having to carry all this stuff. So according to the Department of Defense, this weapon will be released to most combat arms in the military. We got 11 Bravo, of course, infantry. We got the 19 Delta Cavalry Scouts. We got the 13 Bravo, which is combat engineers. We got the 68 Whiskeys, combat medics, and the 13 Foxtrot, which is Fisters, forward observers. The ammo is pretty interesting. I forgot to mention it earlier. The ammo, of course, is hybrid, but the ammo is universal between the XM5, which is the new NGSW for the military, and the belt-fed machine gun, which is the XM250, which is the machine gun, the squad automatic weapon that replaced the squad automatic weapon, the 249. It's pretty nice. I like it. It's pretty awesome. I like that aspect, which is pretty much how it was before. Because the SAW carried 5.56 and the M4 carried 5.56, which is the same thing but different.
We are same, but different, but still same.
Sig Sauer is gonna mass produce about 150,000 of these XM5s in a lifespan of 10 years, which is pretty awesome. Which is a lot of weapons right there. I hope I get my hands on one of these. So the civilian model of the XM5 is the MCX Spear. If you want to buy one, it's totally out of stock right now. And of course, it ain't cheap. It ain't nowhere cheap. It's $22,000, $221.99. You believe that? That's a little over my price range, which it's $22,000 over my price range. But hopefully one of these days I'll be able to buy it, but not today. But anyways, that's just what I think about the Sig Sauer bid, the NGSW bid. Right now, I think I think we should just wait a little longer before we start judging this weapon, before we even get it out to the field and start test firing it. Your average infantry grunt gets his grubby little hands on it and breaks it, or does a lot of stuff to it that not even 6-sorter can fix. You know how them privates are. That's pretty much what I think about it. I think it's great, you know. Then again, I'm a person who just likes getting new stuff that I don't have to buy. And unfortunately, I won't be able to get my hands on this thing because I'm no longer in the military. I was in the National Guard, so the National Guard probably won't get this XM5 till like 2050, right when it's out of date and a piece of junk and all the balloons gone and it's been completely destroyed by every infantryman that's had it in their hands. But who knows? Maybe they'll give the National Guard new ones. Lord knows, I don't know. I never can see any of that stuff coming. But anyways, that's what I think about it. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe to Steadfast Courage. And I'd like to thank my family, of course, for making this stuff happen. I couldn't do this stuff without them. They're a big influence in this channel. They make things happen a lot. Behind the scenes stuff. Anyways, I hope you guys liked this video. Peace through fire superiority. Specialistly out. And remember, vote Republican.